You are also perfectly visible. Actually, just I have connected with a co-learner and we were practicing, but her network was not good and she was not visible properly. But your network is perfect. I can like see you properly. So good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
Okay, may I know something about you?
Hey, my name is Arvind and I am from Rajasthan. Currently, I am connected to university and I am a teacher. Uh, we touch upon my hobby. I like reading English book. I like listening English content like podcast, and sometimes I watch English series, English news for enhance my communication skills. That's all about me. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, it's a fantastic, sir. Let me before starting our conversation, let me introduce myself as well. So my name is Shabnam from Mumbai. By profession, I'm a pharmacist and I am a homemaker. Moreover, I'm a full-time trader. And apart from this, nowadays I'm working on my communication skill. So this is a brief introduction of me, sir.
So,
Okay.
so ma'am, what do you think? Would it in this language be helpful for in your field?
Well, this language is, I have nothing to do with this language in my field, in my yes, pharmacy field, I can say. If I had worked in any multinational MNC company or any kind of manufacturing company or reputed company, at that time I would have used this language in a very good way. But now, as I don't have any kind of work in that field. So now, like as I'm a trader. So in that field, this language I don't think it work. It helps a lot for me, but still, we I all know the importance and the significance of this language. So for my daughter, they study like in school, and obviously in the future time, for the future time, we need to learn this language, and we have many advantage if we learn this language. We can utilize in a many way this language. So, sir, as you told me that you are a teacher, so like which kind of subject do you teach?
I teach SST.
What I couldn't hear you, sir.
I teach social science SST.
SS, okay, social science you teach. Okay. And which is standard? Like after five
I,
or primary,
I teach from 6 to 12.
6 to 12. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. All right. So do you like this subject, social science? Because personally, I don't like this subject, the social science really.
yeah, because this is my subject, and so that's why I like it.
Okay. So how long have you been teaching in this teaching field?
I've been teaching last 3 years.
Last 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And before 3 years, like what were you doing?
And before 3, I haven't completed my Bachelor of Education, so that's why how can I teach? And
Okay.
here
Mhm.
I was preparing for my job, and nowadays I only prepare for my teaching job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. So, like in those 3 years, how is your experience in your teaching field? Is it good or it's moderate or like fine? It's excellent.
But it's quite well.
It's quite well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and what about the social media? Do you use social media platforms?
No, ma'am, I am not fond of social media. I have started only WhatsApp only, and apart from
Okay,
that,
only WhatsApp.
I don't like Insta, Facebook. I don't like.
Okay, anything like nowadays people are like tend to watch the reels and shorts videos. So, never have you never ever watched any kind of shorts and shorts video or reels anything?
Yes, sometime when it is my day of like Sunday, so that time I watch reels and and but most of time I prefer to watch English conversation video to improve my English language.
Okay, English conversation video. So every day do you watch it? How many videos of English conversation do you watch on a daily basis?
I watch uh, two 4 video in a day.
two or four videos every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Do you feel, does it really help you to improve your communication in any
Yes,
way?
yes, ma'am. Because of listening any language, we can also learn this language
Yes, yes,
because listening is most powerful skill. You know,
yes,
a little baby, uh, learn any language by imitating. Okay, by listening. So we can also learn English by listening.
yes, yes. I totally agree with you.
That's
By
the
listening, we can learn this language by observing the things.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly, exactly. So, would you like to ask me anything?
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, how long have you been learning this language?
Yes, it's a very common question actually. I've been learning for the more than 1.5 years.
Okay, it means I think you might be advanced learner. Can I consider you?
I can't say I'm advanced learner. Let's see, like it will take time. But yes, I can say like somewhere I'm on the intermediate level.
Uh, you speak well, so that's why I think.
No, actually, in order to get the level of advance, yes, yes.
Ma'am, before 1.5 year ago, so that moment, was you able to understand? Was you able to grasp English information? That moment,
Well, before like starting this language, at that time I was not able to speak sentences in a good way. I could understand many things in English, but I had never paid attention toward this language because normally also we use our native language in our like with our family member, with the friends, and with everyone. So I had never like paid heed towards this language. Once I started learning at the time also I was not able to speak, but gradually, yes, I must say I have achieved that level where I can at least I can articulate the things in a good way. So you can consider me as an intermediate level because in order to get the advanced level, we need to yes.
ma'am, which way did you follow? Did you follow to listen skill, listening skill, and did you follow speaking skill? So, which way did you adopt while you were learning English?
Well, sir, I'm a not a kind of person who loves reading or writing anything. So I can say like first my first priority is to speak with someone, and the second is listening, observing the language and listening to other people. So these are the only two methods which have been following for the long time, and I am willing to inculcate the habit of reading as well. So I'm not consistent towards the reading, but hope very soon I will be consistent in terms of
Okay,
reading as well. Yes.
because reading is another way of expressing our thought. No, it
Yes,
could
yes.
be a
Mhm.
other way of expressing. So that's
Yes.
why. Sometime I read and sometime I write to express my thought in English. Okay. But as you told earlier that for this thing I don't get time, we don't get time. So we have to manage with speaking and listening skill.
Okay.
So
So do you practice every day? Speaking practice do you do every day?
yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. I give at least 1 hour in a day over speaking
Okay.
and
That's a
listening.
great thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish I could do this as well because every day I'm not consistent. I must say I'm not consistent. Every day I don't do practice. But whenever I get time, I do practice. Yes, in terms of listening, I listen to many things. Whenever I do any work at that time, simultaneously I listen to many English content and something. But in terms of speaking, I feel I'm not consistent. But it's a good thing. We should follow the consistency in order to achieve that level very soon.
Yeah, yeah. Without consistency, we cannot,
Yes, yes.
attain our target.
Mhm.
So English
I used to be a
learning.
consistent, because you can say I used to be consistent earlier when I started this journey. Initially, I like spoke with the co-learner for a long time. I think 3 hours, 2 hours. Then gradually, I stopped communicating with them for a long time because it's not good spending lots of time on the phone. I have lots of other work as well, so that's why.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And ma'am, do you have? I think do you have your YouTube channel?
Yes, yes. I have my YouTube channel. Just I have created 4 months ago. I have created the YouTube channel. Do you have also?
Yeah, ma'am, I have. But I don't upload conversation video because of fluency, sir. And maybe
Are
I
you
will upload.
comfortable? Are you comfortable if I upload this video, or do you like? Are you comfortable?
Yes, yes. Why not? Why not? Why not?
That's why I'm
Can
asking. That's why I'm taking your permission, because many time I do conversation. If first I take the permission, if they are ready, then only I upload that video. Otherwise, it's okay.
no problem. You can upload this video. So, so ma'am, please, if you have any precious tips for me for giving.
Well, tips. I'm also kind of learner like you, but as I can speak a better, like a bit like with the fluency. So just
Yeah,
one thing I can tell you, like practice you are already doing on the daily basis. So in term of practice, I can't say anything that no, you have to follow the consistency. So already like you are doing these things. Just like focusing on the imitating method, which in last video I also told someone that imitating method and shadowing method, we can follow these. Whenever you
yeah,
listen to anything behind that video, you can repeat the same sentences over and over. In this way you can get also fluency in the easy way. Okay.
yeah,
And this is the best method I think in order to get the fluency. And apart from this, we all know the lots of methods are there, but I prefer this method a lot because personally I follow this method. Okay,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. Definitely,
Hmm.
I will. The way that you have you been suggested by you, okay? And uh, and ma'am, uh, some caller always said to me, you should always think in English. You should always. So this is not our native language. So how can we think it?
I'm not like see many people they say like we have to think in English, but it's not possible each and every time and 100%. I'm not
Yeah,
telling for
yeah,
the
yeah.
hundred
That's why
percent, but most of the time, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. And because
Like
of I start thinking till 5 to 10 minutes, but after then automatically see the the Hindi language start
you
coming.
switches to Hindi language. It
Yeah,
happens. It happens. See, what you can do. I always believe in this thing. Having something is better than having nothing. So, if it is not possible to speak each and to think each and every thing in English, at least you can think 5 minutes, 10 minutes in a day, 15 minutes. Whenever like you switches to your native language, and after that, when you get realized, okay, no, I have switches to Hindi, then again switch to English language. Try to make the small sentences in your mind. Okay, because this is the habit which was really arduous to inculcate in our habit, and earlier it was also not my cup of tea, but gradually I tried this method to think in English in my mind, and now I'm comfortable. Like most of the time I can't say like 100%, but 70%, 60% I'm able to think in English whenever I sit alone, or whenever I have any kind of issues in my life. So at that time, I think quietly somewhere, and I start thinking like, okay, why this person said me this thing? I shouldn't have said this thing to that person, and this kind of things like was like revolving in my mind. So you can do these things gradually. You will get improve. Don't expect like lots of things in a one day, in a overnight. So okay, like spend every day 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and gradually you can increase the timing. Okay, it will take time. Within like few days it's not possible, because in order to get cultivated this habit also I spend like lots of months, and then I right now like I'm able to think in English for the 60 to 70% only, not 100%. Okay,
yeah,
so 5 to 10 minutes, if you are able to think 5 to 10 minutes, that is quite enough. Just try to enhance it, like try to extend the time. Okay, if
okay.
today it is 10 minutes, 5 minutes, try to do it tomorrow for the 15 or 20 minutes. Okay.
Day by day, we have to increase over time.
Yes, day by day, you can amp up your timing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, sir. So I think we should wrap up our session. And really, it was a lovely conversation with you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Don't be demotivated. Okay. Just
Okay,
have the that confidence. You are a good speaker, and don't, it's okay, like initially it happens with every person. Don't feel like I am not able to speak in a good way with the fluency way. See, I speak many time, I am suggested that no, you should reduce your pace. I speak so fast sometimes. So this is happen. If you speak slowly, it's a good thing, because many people like me. I try to speak slow, but it's not like it's difficult for me to speak slow. But in your case, you can speak slowly. That is the
yeah, yeah,
advantage. You can take advantage of this and just try to practice and never like demotivate yourself. Definitely, very soon you will be achieve that level which you want.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. And then when it comes to talk with any co-learner, advanced co-learner like you, so that time I started, feeling lack of confidence, because I suddenly start thinking that uh, the way of your speaking, you can speak fluence. So because of this, I can feel demotivate myself. you know oh,
Yes.
you know
Mhm.
uh, when will I able to speak like you? So all that things
No.
became little
Mhm.
bit
It
upset.
sometimes comes in your mind during the conversation. See, this has happened, and
Yeah,
just keep this thing in your mind whenever you have a conversation with any person. Don't think that person. Don't think anything about that person. Just think about yourself, what you know, what the things, what the knowledge you have, and at the time of speaking, try to articulate those things. Okay, don't try to pay heed toward the another person. Just focus on yourself. Okay, what knowledge I have on what I have to say. Just few minutes ago you spoke all the things very like enthusiastic way. See, like
yeah,
you
yeah,
wanted to tell everything, how enthusiastic you were at that time. So same way, whenever you have a conversation, don't think about the second person, what kind of that person he is or she is. Okay, just
yeah,
think about yourself. Okay, this is my knowledge and I want to say this. And you can do one thing also, prior to having any kind of conversation, try to like prepare yourself a bit. Okay, bit about your sentences, about your anything, like practice is must. Okay, I'm not saying like without any kind of revision or without any kind of like practice, you just open your camera and start conversation, do conversation. Okay, I just like connected with you. I have one conversation. I had a one conversation with a lady, and she was from Pakistan. But prior to making that conversation, it was like in my mind. Some question was in my mind. Okay, she is from Pakistan, so what kind of question should I ask to her? Because suddenly it's not possible. Suddenly, anyone can get fumble. Okay, what should I ask? So it's better prior to having conversation, do some practice. Okay, this kind of question I'm going to ask that to that person. So ready with few sentences, few words, vocabulary. Okay, so it would be easy for you. But why I am telling this thing, because initially I remember, just I would like to share one story with you. I remember my first conversation when I connected, and it was audio call, and I connected on the Jostock application when I started this journey, and it was my first like conversation. I was not able to frame the sentences in a good way, but still I made few sentences in my mind. Okay, I am going to ask this question or this sentence. I would use this sentence in a good way, like ready-made sentences. Okay, and I connected with the person, and somehow I managed to talk with that person. And really, at the end of that phone call, I got the compliment. Oh, you spoke very well, even though it was a first time and I didn't know anything. But as I was prepared with a few sentences, ready-made sentences, so it was easy for me to deliver those sentences. Are you getting? Are you getting what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Okay,
ma'am,
so ready-made sentences and like prior preparation is must. I feel like personally prior preparation is must sometimes.
yeah,
Okay,
ma'am, yeah,
and we are like just you don't feel like okay, other person is a pro level or intermediate level. It's okay. We all make mistakes many times. The thing is that the advanced level speaker and the intermediate level speaker, they make mistakes, but the mistakes are imperceptible. They are not noticeable. That is the only
yeah,
reason.
yeah,
Okay.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
All right. So it was really good conversation with you. Take care of yourself. Okay. And always be positive. Not always, but most of the time. Try to be positive. Okay.
Okay,
All
ma'am. Okay,
right. Bye bye.
I will follow yeah, the tips. Okay, definitely. Have a nice
Yes,
day, ma'am.
two tips. Just keep in your mind two tips. First, the prior practice before any conversation, and the second thing, imitating method and ready-made sentences. These two or three methods will definitely help you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Bye bye.